Another Bendy and the Ink Machine theory? You betcha! Hey you Prodigies, Charles here, and in this video I'll be sharing with you a Bendy and the Ink Machine theory. This one will explain how Sammy got his inky body, and is volume 1 of a series of videos I'll be making to explain this concept. If you would like more horror game theories, remember to subscribe and tap that bell, as there will be more to come. And just before we begin, if you can't watch this video all the way through right now, remember to tap Add To and select Watch Later to save your progress, or just do it for fun. Let's start with what we know. We know that Sammy Lawrence is the music director at Joey Drew's cartoon studio, and he doesn't seem passionate about the music used in Bendy cartoons. We also know that some crazy rituals have been happening at the studio that involves bringing the characters of the Bendy cartoons to life. In Chapter 1, Boris is propped up on a table and appears to be dead, but we see Boris appear before Henry at the end of Chapter 2, just fine and dandy. And finally, Sammy is the only human-like character that we've come across so far, and he claims to be living in an inky prison of a body. Got all those facts? Now let's bring it all together. If you've been following along with my Bendy and the Ink Machine theories to date, you will recognize two major theories which could apply to the story that we've seen up until the end of Chapter 2. 1. Joey worships some kind of entity that has the power to bring his animations to life. This entity might actually be demonic and causes the cartoons to act against their nature. 2. Similarly to the first case, Joey Drew devoutly worships an entity and is obsessed with his animations to the point that he sacrifices those who work under him to transform them into 3D cartoons. As case 2 appears to be the most widely believed, I will share explanations for why Sammy may be encased in an inky body in this case first, but look out for future videos where I go into depth and explain other cases that I've been thinking about. If Joey Drew wanted to sacrifice his workers as well as himself to bring his cartoons to life, and if he was doing so using alchemy, it would make sense that Joey would attempt to use life to get life back in return. However, what makes things complicated about this alchemy, besides trading humans for anthropomorphic and mythical beings, is that there is a human factor involved. The most accepted view on this so far is the human factor of passion. Many prodigies believe that Sammy transformed into Boris because he was the head of the music department, and Boris's poster is the only one that makes a strong reference to music. Also, when we witness Sammy walking around the studio, and when Henry is captured by him, he recites an old song about sheep, potentially referencing the sheep songs in the posters featuring Boris. It then makes sense to say that Sammy's passion was in Boris the Wolf, as he enjoyed music. However, remember Sammy's recording about Joey installing an ink pump in his office? Sammy says that
these stupid cartoon songs don't write themselves, you know?
Stupid cartoon songs? That doesn't sound very passionate at all. But why is this important? If the human element of passion is required to allow for a successful transformation, Sammy's lack of passion might have corrupted the ritual, and in turn, corrupted his transformation. What we're left with is a sorry, inky puddle of a body. What do you think? Remember to subscribe and tap that bell for more interesting horror game theories. If you enjoy horror game theories, be sure to check the description for a link to all of the theories and secrets, and prodigies, I really hope that these series help you to expand on how you think, so it can help you with how you go about your thinking in your daily lives. See ya!